Okay, Zabu,
Yo, what's up?
why don't you explain to me exactly when was the first time you encountered any furry characters in any type of media?
That's actually a tough question, but this would have to date all the way back to my wee little years as a tiny little bean. There was this book series called Redwall, and it...
Red who?
Redwall.
Red what?
Redwall.
Red Hall.
No, Redwall.
Red Stall.
No.
Red Ball.
No!
Oh, I see. Red Wall.
Well, sort of, but no. Redwall by Brian Jacques, or Jacques, or however he wants to pronounce it. It was this book series about this tiny little rodent, and it was back in medieval times, and they had, you know, swords and armor and stuff. Though actually, it wasn't the book Redwall that was the very first one that I was introduced to. The very first book of the Redwall series that I ever read was actually called Salamanderstron. But we won't get into that right now because I think that's just a little too much for you. And if you can't even comprehend Redwall,
Rodents and stuff. Alright. Is there any dragons in that book? Is there any dragons? Are you in that book? I think you in that book. You said it's medieval and stuff, right? Medieval's got a bunch of dragons.
to be honest, I actually don't know if there are any dragons in the book because it was so long ago that I read it.
You in that book?
No! For one, I'm not even a... Okay, we'll go with something simple. The video game Star Fox. The first one I ever played was Star Fox 64 for the Nintendo 64. Gaming console. You know Star Fox, right? Star Fox McCloud and Falco Lombardi and Slippy Toad and Peppy Hand. You...
Star Fox. That's something I can relate to.
Right. Good. So yeah, I guess the first thing... so yeah, just either it was the Redwall series or... Where are you going? What's going on, my fellow fuzzbutts? Zabu the Sergal here, and I'm back with another video just to educate my people. And this one is, of course, on the very first time you ever encountered furries. Like, no matter, like in any media, no matter if it was a book, a video game, if there were just something that you were drawing up, if you were looking at your pet and you were like, I wonder how you'd look with actual hands and feet and actually be able to walk around and stuff. It could be any of these scenarios of your choice. Just, you know, whatever the first one was. And of course mine was this book series. I'll flash a little dibbly over here. It was the Redwall series. Now, I didn't know that it also had an animated cartoon back in the day because, you know, I was a big fan of this series because, you know, I have a knack for, like, medieval swords and, like, armor and just, like, the time period and things of that nature. And so, when I saw this book series, I mean, it kind of stood out to me because I'm like, okay, there's animals on that series, but they have swords and stuff. So I was like, you know what? Why not? We'll go ahead and give it a shot. We'll see what this weird rat with the armor has to offer. And you know, going into reading it and, you know, developing with the series and, you know, kind of connecting to it or whatever, I'm like, you know what? This actually does not seem like a bad series. And so, you know, that was kind of the first time that I ever encountered them. And, you know, on a counter note, there was also Star Fox 64. Pretty sure a lot of you know about Star Fox because, you know, Foxy's, he's an upcoming character, you know what I mean? Back in the day, the whole Star Fox franchise wasn't as and, you know, up in the air as it is now, but you know what, there's Bill Barrel, you know, stuff like that. And combined with the fact that there are Star Fox characters in the game Smash Bros. So that'll give you some publicity right then and there. But we won't get into that right now because, you know, gaming, that'll be a whole nother topic that I'm going to touch up to on a later date when that happens. So yeah, if you that's pretty much all I have to say on the matter. If you want to share your stories, you can post those in the comments down below. There's also the link to my Furfinity if you want to watch me on there. Viewer discretion is advised because there may be content on this site that's not suitable for all ages. I also have links to my Instagram, Twitter, and my Facebook fan page down there in the Dibbly as well. Don't forget to subscribe. But as always, my name is Zabu the Sergal, and I'm out of here.
Make the ground shake.